Do you have a second? Your last college game, you just scored a career-high 36 points in a losing effort against what everyone has been saying is...
The team of the century. It's gotta be bittersweet. No one gave you a chance, and you almost pulled off the upset of all time. What are your emotions right now, Duke?
You know, I missed the shot. This is my family. And I let them down. And that's all there is to it. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Saw your indictment tonight. Those were grown men. Good players. Seasoned. A couple of them played D1. Held your own. That's the real game, right? Outside the gym.
Follow me out here?
Let's just say that I'm in the city a lot and we just happen to be there at the same time. You can play. Your footwork and floor spacing needs a bit of cleanup. But
Yeah, I told you I'm a football player.
yeah, you're a senior now.
And I told you I am a football
How many D1
player.
football offers you got so far? Tough. Committed. Plays the game the right way. You're a great player. But great isn't special.
Oh, come on, coach. That's a pitch. Trash. Get in the
It's not
job.
a pitch.
Still open.
Stoudemire, Duncan didn't play organized ball until they were 14. Steve Francis was 16. Giannis was playing soccer until someone wised up, probably gave him the same speech. And now he's an MVP.
Okay, so what, coach? I mean, I'm not just some charity case you want to help out. What's in it for you?
Listen. Wins. I have a lot of good kids. I need special.
I'm special.
Your natural ability is, yes.
If I play basketball again, it starts all over. Those questions. It becomes about him again. It's never been just me, it's always been us.
Stop running and take him on. When we first met, you told me how you loved New York, bled New York. You wanted to be part of a bigger world. This is how you get it. Right now, this is a rebirth. We are only as strong as our belief in each other. Yeah?
All right, let's go now, Breeden. Are you ready? Yeah. I said, are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, Eagles!
Junior, just a second. No pressure here. All you gotta do is be better than me in my first game. Yeah.
All right, so what happened?
Just aim for more points than turnovers, all right? And you'll do fine. This is your moment.
Nice
Enjoy
job.
it.
Let's go, baby!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of Garden State IAA basketball. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. We can't wait to get another season rolling, and we look to get a great matchup to kick things off.
Well, a classic matchup with the Newark East Eagles playing host to the Burton Hornets. Both teams looking to improve on their final positions from last year. A win tonight would be a great step towards that goal.
Bobby Erickson leads the way for the Hornets. They go against an Eagles team with quite a few new faces. Still, though, Newark is led by senior KJ Day.
And the crowd will be a factor here for the Eagles. This is the type of atmosphere you love to see at the high school level. New year and a new lineup. Day, the team captain, he'll now start at the 2 with newcomer Junior playing the point. Black and Zadirko fill in at the forwards, and Marceda steps in to get the start at center. And the Hornets come in with their usual lineup. Luan and Dermanenko are in the backcourt. Star forward Bobby Erickson begins the game at the 3. Ramadas and Aslanoglu fill out the 4 and 5 spots. And with Junior, you don't want to only talk about who his father is, but it's a shadow he'll be under as long as he's on the hardwood.
It might be the reason why Junior didn't immediately take to basketball as a sport. But the similarities in their games are already apparent. Junior looks to be just as talented as his dad was, even if he's a bit raw.
Dermanenko outside. Pass to Porter. Inside. And Dave Zadirko with the block.
The work ethic of Zadirko on display. Great job hustling and timing the block just right.
Junior, high post. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. On the wing, Junior. Clock at 6. 11 feet out. Ramadas with the rebound. Now here's Dermanenko, guarded by Day. And the last few seasons, the Eagles haven't had an easy time finding wins.
For a while, it seemed you could always count on the Eagles to be at the top of this conference. That hasn't been the case lately. Hopefully, Coach Bishop has found the talent he needs to get his program back to the top.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Junior's had to overcome a lot of adversity. As a young man, losing his father, getting a late start playing basketball, but there is no doubting his talent.
On the wing, Bobby Erickson throws it up high. Porter outside Levesque. Dermanenko up top. Back to Levesque. Pass to Erickson. Sinks it from distance.
Looking like a younger Devin Booker there. I just love when Erickson goes right up with the shot.
Junior outside. Now here's Lack. Zadirko outside. Junior up top. And they waste no time getting those 3 points right back.
Wow, Junior answering the challenge of their last deep 3. The Eagles drawing some battle lines at the arc.
Time called here as the Hornets decide to talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Luan. Soft touch off the glass and in.
Well, seeing Junior out there, you can't help but think of his legendary father, Duke, one of the biggest names in the area.
The drive by Junior. Here's Mason. Goes up again. Got a piece of it. And they're moving it up. Luan with it. He's picked up by Brothers. And he lays it straight in. And Duke, a star here at Newark, who went on to have a great run at the collegiate level.
And to call Duke a high school star doesn't even begin to paint the full picture. Everyone from that era knew who Duke was. I'm sure they're ecstatic to see what Junior can do.
Now it's Carter outside. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Pass to Junior. Yes, it's good.
What a gritty bucket. But remember, Junior's the son of Newark. It's going to take more than a little contact to bother him.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Here's Junior, plenty of space. Hits the jumper in open space. And the Hornets and their roster, they aren't scared to play small if they need to.
Looking at the rest of the division, the Hornets are one of the smaller teams overall. They just don't have that many big bodies in the program, but they know how to make up for it with defensive rotations. Don't be fooled. This team is still deadly, albeit a tad undersized.
Now here's Ramadas. Dermonenko outside. Erickson. No luck on that one. Jonathan Lack with some nice D. Here's Junior. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It goes on Vlad Dermonenko. And this is his second trip to the free throw line. The first one falls. He hits one and then misses the second attempt from the line. Here's the Hornets with the ball. Trailing by 13. Outside Erickson. Dermonenko returns it to Erickson. From the wing. It's hauled in by the Eagles.
Not the best quarter for him offensively, struggling to get his shots to fall.
Offense and defense have really come together for them, helping to strengthen this lead.
They've taken absolute control of the action. Other team needs to get something going if they want to stay in this thing.
Now here's Erickson. The D right on him.
Well, you have to love the charm of the Newark East Gym. The facility might not be top of the line, but it has a lot of history for the Eagles.
And there have been talks about getting a new gym built on campus, but that's something that's a decade away on the school board's agenda. As you said, this gym just fits with the legacy of the Newark East Eagles.
Not watching the line there, and that is going to be a backcourt violation.
And that's the kind of mistake you can't afford to make.
Especially when they're trailing. Trying to make something good happen, instead they commit the big blunder.
Junior, he's guarded by Dermonenko. To the paint. Todirko gets the bucket.
Wow, have they turned it around offensively.
Well, anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that any day.
To the left wing. Back to Dermonenko. Pass to Levesque. Dermonenko. Levesque with it, guarded by Day. Erickson with it. Down low. And that one's good for Porter.
Absolutely making the correct play there. Erickson, when someone on his squad is open, he finds him.
Junior, he's guarded by Dermonenko. And here's Junior outside. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They're hammering the boards, and it's part of why they have this advantage.
That's given them the extra possessions needed to blow this thing out tonight.
Pass to Levesque. The three-pointer off the mark. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair so far. The Eagles ahead, leading by 17. And the third quarter of action coming up right after the halftime break. Second half of play getting going. Newark East Eagles with a big lead after 2 quarters of play. And looking at Junior, the senior is exactly the type of guard the Eagles needed for this season.
Absolutely. He clearly is a plus athlete, and even though he hasn't spent too much time perfecting his skills, the pedigree is there with who his dad is. Their last 5 buckets coming in the painted area.
And defensively, you gotta make the adjustment. Force them to make a perimeter shot.
Up top, Erickson, defended by Lack. Erickson, good.
Look how skillfully Erickson moves off the pick. Pretty undeniable. This kid has such a bright future ahead of him.
Outside, Lack. Pass to Junior. Ash Ramadas with the block. Now here's Erickson, defended by Lack. Offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one for him falls. The Eagles making a switch here. Both shots are good from the stripe. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Junior outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Confident 3-point bucket from Junior. You can tell he's putting in time at the arc in practice.
And with this huge lead for the Newark East Eagles, they've come out and set the tone they really want to set for the rest of the season.
Coach Bishop talked about a season of change. A game like that illustrates exactly what the school is after. Strong showing from the Eagles as they look to have this one wrapped up.
And that is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 4.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Sweet. Love this dish by Evans to the wide open man. Those solid fundamentals will serve him well next year as a senior.
And stolen by Junior. In for his 7th make in 13 attempts.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
If they're going to make a run, it's no time like the present.
We certainly expected a better game than this. It has not been a pretty picture.
Now a timeout called by Burton.
A change needs to happen. They're getting blitzed in the paint.
Maybe time for a sub.
Burton with the ball. Levesque with it. Outside Erickson. Jonathan Lack with some nice D. And you look at the play style of Bobby Erickson, very much a modern wing who can play off the ball or initiate things for this offense as well.
And Erickson might be lined up out on the wing, but he'll do pretty much everything you ask of him in this offense. Coach figured out very quickly this team is at its best when Erickson has the ball in his hands. Tremendous effort from Junior. Clashes with some aggressive defense, but manages to release his shot and get fouled.
And the first one drops.
We're still waiting for their first miss from the line this half.
Really, 100% since halftime. I'm not sure this lead's going anywhere anytime soon.
Now here's Levesque. Erickson, defended by Lack. Erickson can't hit it.
Some of the shots that he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it is a game of horse.
The drive by Junior. Here's Zadirko. And count it, 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
What tenacity from Zadirko, turning a bad situation into an and one opportunity. And you can bet the Eagles bench is all fired up.
Here's Drumanenko. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. They are desperate for a score here, to say the least.
Their last score getting farther and farther away. They need to get something going. Hornets shooting guard Dermanenko with a clean feed. He seems to have a great sense for offensive ball movement. No doubt the star of this Burton squad is Bobby Erickson. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker, and he's been with the Hornets for quite some time now, and he's been the star.
And plenty of contact there on the shot, so 2 free throws are coming up. And Burton gets called for the foul. And with Erickson, guys, you see his release, and you know immediately he's a terrific shooter. He's going to have no problems putting it on the floor as well.
That's true. I mean, Erickson plays bigger than he actually is, and that helps him finish on the inside. Colleges have shown a lot of interest in him since his breakout performance his sophomore year. He'll most likely be transitioning to shooting guard when he gets to that next level.
A rebound by Porter. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for the three-point play.
That's just a high-quality shot. Coach will always appreciate that.
And the Eagles making a change here.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
Well, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Junior. It's good.
Junior putting his fingerprints all over this game. He is in a zone with this offensive onslaught.
Pass to Ramadas. Porter. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Dermanenko outside. Buries it from down low.
Sometimes there's no denying Dermanenko. Even with the physical defense, he figures out ways to score.
Here's Junior. Good work there as it goes.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. A defender cannot give up that much size inside and expect to get a hand on it.
And here's Aslanoglu. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Dermanenko outside. Back to Aslanoglu.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
To the inside. Here's Kelsey. And it's going to be 2 free throws through the contact on the shot. Thomas Brothers picks one up. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits them both. The Eagles now on offense. Pass to Mason. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the dime.
Yeah, Junior is quickly developing strong court awareness. Doesn't miss the easy assist off the wide open man.
Now Luan takes the three. The Hornets again can't hit it. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now into this fourth quarter. And here's Junior outside. Another three from Newark East.
And they encourage Junior to take that shot. If he receives the ball in space, they want him to be aggressive.
Luan with it. Junior's there. Pass to Kennedy. Evans. Junior with it. From deep. Hits the three-pointer.
And this run was exactly what they needed to put the game away.
Yup. This is how to seal a win in style.
Now it's Carter outside. Now Aslanoglu. Here's Luan. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. And he'll go to the line. Thomas Brothers picks one up.
At Luan's height, he probably runs into tough coverage like this often. But he's clever, and he plays into it to draw a foul.
And so he makes both at the line that time. 3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Junior outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Check out Junior getting the best of the defense on that try. He's really learning how to apply his physical gifts.
Outside Erickson. Here's Junior. And the final horse sounds chalk one up for the Eagles. They get the win here at home and a fantastic start to the season.
And the level of skill from the last few years is visibly better for the Eagles. Junior seems to fit right in with the rest of the team. Newark East fans have to be excited about how they looked.
And the Hornets didn't lose this game, the Eagles won it. To get a win over a talented Burton team says a lot for the future of Newark East this season.
And that'll do it for our broadcast of Garden State IAA Hoops. For Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger, I'm Joe Lamy. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again for more presentations of high school sports athletics.
Yo, Rookies got some serious skill.
You like that? You like that?
Kid, that was something special watching you out there tonight.
Yo, wait up.
Wait. How you doing, kid? My name is Archie. Archie Baldwin. Dad and I were teammates.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Can't remember, though, for sure. I was just a little kid when you were still playing ball.
Well, he sure loved you. Talked about you all the time. There was a story about a purple jumper. You had to wear this thing every day or you would
Blue.
cry.
But nice to meet you, Archie?
Yeah,
Nice to meet
look, I'll get right to the point. Upside, off the charts. Strong basketball IQ, high motor, and you understand tempo. It's a package. Easy to sell.
Sell?
Yeah.
So who? Like, scholarship?
Exactly.
Is that something you think, or something you know you can do?
I mean, it's only one game. You show me what you got on the next one, bring me some high numbers, and we'll talk. But for right now, enjoy the moment.
You said Archie, right?
Archie Baldwin.
I got a lot of chickens. Always had a pot to. Mama job was tripping. Pops was on a proper mission. Now I got some distance. Really hard top, no drop edition. That do labor. Cooking, mop the kitchen. Couple mansions, 4-car garage, and all foreign whips. Foreign with me that I'm all. And I ain't looking porn. Hoop, but met them all while touring. Been on top for a minute. Now I got birds be loving the kid. They got my name on the ribbon. I'm in the Aston nest. I was demanding the civic. Now I'm demanding attention. But I got humble intentions. They think I'm quiet, I'm not. Your girl supplying a. Oops. Told you that I was the homie. I got my own. I'm really poppin'. I know they mad. But they can't stop it. I'm in my bag. I just copped the phone, got it blacked out. Yeah, look at what I did to it. I just hit blew a couple bands. Yeah, look at what I did to it. Can't take it with me where I'm going. Might as well blow it. Look at what I did to it. I just put the phone, put the in the life. Yeah, look at what I did to it. I got it rolling though. I got the pull up in foreign though. I know she going though. I know. Yeah. I know. Yeah. I know. I'm gonna hit the throttle. I'm gonna like she a model. Make her feel like she just hit the lotto. Big cash, quick, fast. No pass. Jet lag. No flops, get back. Then I'm out here, pass it off like it's a rally, yeah. I mean, relay 150 on the freeway, yeah. You the type to hit me up on the. Like, where my girl at? Where they. Too clean for the. Laundry mat, starter pack, I'm the quarterback. A fresh. All of that. For real. I just copped the phone, got it blacked out. Yeah, look at what I did to it. I just hit the. Blew a couple bands. Yeah, look at what I did to it. Can't take it with me where I'm going. Might as well blow it. Look at what I did to it. I just put the phone, put the in the life. Yeah, look at what I did to it. For real. I got it rolling though. I got the pull up in foreign though. I know she going though. I know. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Everyone, and welcome. We have another exciting edition of Garden State IAA Hoops for you. I'm Joe Lamy. To my side are Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. We'll be seeing the Renfield Foxes play host to the Newark East Eagles.
And at this point in the season, we know that we can expect an intense matchup. The Eagles are a much improved team looking to come into Renfield and take one on the road. It won't be easy, but they have the firepower to make it happen.
And standing in their way will be Connor Rosenberg, the fantastic guard for the Renfield Foxes. He's got size, touch, just about everything. You can bet he'll be a handful for the Eagles.
This beautiful gymnasium will be rocking in no time as the Foxes defend their court against the Eagles. A look at the lineup for Newark East. You have Junior running point guard duties. He's joined by Day in the backcourt. And in the middle, it's going to be Marceda. And the rest of the front court is Lack at the 3 with Zadirko at the 4. Foxes starting with the group of Lee and star sophomore Rosenberg in the backcourt. Joseph and Bishop make up that forward pairing, and it's big Bobby Andrews getting the start at center. And Renfield, one of the nicer schools in the area, their community puts a lot of time and effort into the school, and the results are easy to see.
Well, it's one of the more affluent areas in the state, and everybody knows it. Still, it's always nice to see a community rally around their high school and give them the resources they need.
Sheffield outside. On the wing, Junior, guarded by Rosenberg. Now here's Junior. He's guarded closely. Pass to Bishop. Lee. First quarter of play, about a minute played. And here is Andrews. Zadirko covering. And here's Rosenberg. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Marceda. Open and close, and he nails it.
Slick move on the pick and roll by Rosenberg. Gets him to a shot. Tough to counter the Foxes when they're playing this cohesively. Well, it's been a good start for the season for the Eagles. You can see their confidence grow with each win they notch.
The win helps, but this team knows they have a great roster with the addition of Junior. He's made everyone else better around him, especially with the attention he commands. The body language of this team is completely different than last year.
Offensive rebound. Here's Gregory. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score.
They started the game slow. So far, just 1 for 5 from the field.
Rosenberg with the ball. Picked up by Sheffield. And that's good. Connor Rosenberg for 3.
A shot he can make. Give Rosenberg any kind of separation, and he's firing away.
Junior outside. On the wing, Christian Sheffield. Back to Junior. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Lee there with some nice D. Pass to Rosenberg. Now here's Andrews. He's guarded by Marceda. And here is Andrews. And here's Connor Rosenberg for 3. Sheffield with the rebound. And while Coach Bishop did play ball himself in high school, he wasn't a standout athlete.
I remember hearing about him playing, very much of a game manager type of guard. Coach didn't try to do too much with him. He had strong fundamentals and overachieved given his lack of athleticism. Pretty much exactly what you wanted a coach.
So both teams changing it up here. Junior, covered by Lee. Pass to Lack. Now here's Junior. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Rosenberg. And it's Rosenberg with the jam.
Seeing the floor so well, Rosenberg proving how tenacious he can be when the break is on.
Junior outside. Jonathan Lack on the wing. Back to Junior. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Outside Lee. Down low. Andrews. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Junior. And while every game hasn't been smooth sailing for Newark, one thing you can see from this team is they are improving each game.
And Joe, that's a big credit to both Coach Bishop as well as the senior leadership on Newark. It's been a special year for this group in large part to their hard work.
On the wing, Junior, covered by Lee. Pass to Lack. Back to Junior. Sheffield. Junior, he's covered by Bishop.
They're having their way.
In rebounds and on the scoreboard, piling up the numbers.
Here's Rosenberg. And it's Jonathan Lack with the rebound. On the wing, Junior. Fires from deep. And another miss by Newark East.
They just can't get into a rhythm offensively. The shooting has not been great this quarter.
Bishop can't hit it. Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
And that one's good for Junior.
just can't get things to go. Now he's falling to 20% shooting this quarter.
It's Ben Bishop on the wing. Back to Rosenberg. Again, the miss by the Foxes.
And with Renfield, they care quite a bit about their athletics. Tons of money from donations have found their way to the school. They have a lot to show for it.
And Junior gets it to go.
What a read there from Lack, recognizing the overcommitment and making the D pay for this mistake.
Pass to Bishop. Back to Rosenberg. Here's Andrews. Rosenberg. He's covered by Sheffield. That one goes. Count it. And with Renfield from the gym to their uniforms, you can usually count on everything being state of the art.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Who wouldn't want to play?
So it's Renfield now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Andrews. Bishop from deep. No good that time. A drive by Junior. That one drops for two.
Check out Junior getting the best of the defense on that drive. He's really learning how to apply his physical gifts.
Connor Rosenberg on the wing. Andrews. He's guarded by Marceda. James Marceda with the block. Pass to Lee. Rosenberg. Second shot chance. And the layup is good.
Well, he's already the star of this team, and he's only a sophomore. Connor Rosenberg expected to do big things for the Foxes this year and the next two after.
Zadirko with it. Covered by Lee. And the basket by Zadirko.
Showing how well he understands the game. Fantastic pass to set up his teammate.
Connor Rosenberg on the wing. Lee, that's good, and it's Connor Rosenberg coming up with the assist. And for Rosenberg, the shooting is his trademark, but he's also got a good amount of burst with the ball in his hands.
It gives you everything you ask for from a wing player. It's a long ways away, but Rosenberg seems destined to play college ball at a big-name school.
And here's Junior outside.
As it stands now, their effort on the boards has been key.
Winning the battle of possessions. Winning the battle of the scoreboard.
Andrews, he's guarded by Marceda, and Robert Andrews gets double-teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. Instead, we'll have a jump ball.
See, that might have been an easy 2 points for them if he doesn't make that steal down low.
Into the third we go now. 2 minutes in. Junior. Pass to Indra. Now Marceda. Andrews covering. Here's Junior. Indra to the middle. Here's Junior. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And with Junior, it's easy to see the natural athletic ability that he possesses. He was a great football player, and that fluidity translates to the hardwood well for him.
Up top, Andrews. He's guarded by Marceda. Rosenberg's shot is off. Now the Eagles with it, trailing by 8 here. 2 points as that one goes. And with Junior and his athleticism, he's pretty much having to learn the nuances of basketball on the fly.
Well, he's played ball before, no doubt about that.
So it's Renfield now. Lee with it. Left side, Joseph. Madison, back to Joseph. Outside, Lee. Joseph. Poked away. Mason with the steal. Junior with it. Now guarded by Grace. And it's blocked by Troy Lee. And that's out of bounds. Newark East will retain possession. And here's Junior outside, and that finds the bottom of the basket. Nice feed that time from Marceda.
And this is someone who can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
And with Rosenberg, you have to be careful of his shot. He owns a very quick and deadly release.
His shooting motion, though, it just looks so easy, doesn't it? One of the best shooters in the state, and it's hard to believe that he's just a sophomore.
Junior already understands how to force defenders into awkward spots and draw calls. Intelligent and aggressive at the same time.
And that's good as he hits both that time. A minute gone by here in the fourth. It's Ben Bishop on the wing. Andrews back to Bishop. Newark East grabs the miss. Pass to Junior. Troy Lee pulls it in. The Foxes leading. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Up top, Andrews. Lee, he's guarded by Marceda. Back to Andrews. Over Junior. Andrews, good.
Super solid read by Lee. Spots the open man, instantly sends the pass in for an easy assist. And let's talk Bishop on the Foxes. He was the star of the team before Rosenberg stepped up onto varsity, but he's still a very valuable contributor.
And for a kid his age, you have to applaud the way he stepped aside to let Rosenberg do his thing. That's not always easy to do when you're a teenager. But Bishop's put the team first and shown great senior leadership. It's funny to think that not too long ago, Junior wasn't even thinking about basketball. He was focused on football. It's obvious now that he made a good call to switch to hoops.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
It's Ben Bishop on the wing. Pass to Andrews. Back to Bishop. Fires for three. James Marceda with the rebound.
And this team having to overcome what's been a subpar performance from him.
Sheffield up top. Here's Junior. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Three-pointer from Rosenberg. Sheffield with the rebound. The Eagles trailing. Now Junior, right side. Buries it from three-point range.
Needed that one, and of course Junior's the guy they look to get it for them.
Pass to Andrews. And here's Connor Rosenberg for three. Newark East grabs the miss. And Junior, as many of you know, is the son of Duke, one of the largest figures in Newark hoops history.
And I don't know why Junior waited so long to get into the game of basketball, but I bet his father would be elated now that he's on the floor. Duke was a legend in the area, and Junior would be lucky to have that same kind of impact.
And the Eagles making a change. And that'll do it for us in this one. Renfield is able to defend their home court despite a fantastic effort from Junior and the rest of the Eagles.
Well, I think the difference tonight was Connor Rosenberg. You take him out of this lineup, and the Eagles are able to walk away with the win tonight.
That may be true, Danny, but we just didn't see enough from the Eagles starting group. I expected some bigger games from some of the players. But ultimately, the Foxes just had more to give tonight.
And the Foxes get the win, and with that, we'll say goodbye. I'm Joe Lamy, and on behalf of Drake Hugo and Denny Hogger, we'd like to thank you for watching this presentation of Garden State IAA Athletics. Have a good evening,
Hey, easy now.
It's okay, Coach. It felt fine when I was playing. Just tweaked it at the end there.
Just getting you checked out all the same, yeah?
Archie?
Hey. Oh, take it easy, boy. Slow down.
So how am I doing now?
You show some things. Got some good tape to show the right people.
D1 people?
Yeah, it's a step. You show some upside, but you still gotta step it up. 2 games is still just a small sample size, but it could get the recruiters in the gym. Then you seal your deal, assuming that's okay.
Yeah, it's just a sprain. I'll probably be limited in this game, but I can still play.
Just like your old man. Played through it all, even in the
On a
championship.
busted foot, and still dropped 40.
You know the story.
I know all the stories, Archie.
It's cold out here, man. Let's get something to eat on me. Hola, linda. Como you...
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
Ay,
This
ay,
I'm working
ay,
with this kid. Been working with this one.
Ay, that's Junior. Me dá um braço.
She said you better go over and give her a hug. She remembers when you were a baby.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you.
Please, sit on the house. Obrigada.
Yeah, man, photos on these walls. Man, y'all knew. I never knew that man.
He sacrificed a lot for you and your mom. That's why I wonder if he would have been in the...
Look, I'm gonna stop you right there, all right? This is not gonna be a situation where you start becoming my mentor and giving me all type of life advice, all right? Look, I'm not a victim. I don't got no daddy issues. The man you knew is just not the man I knew. That's all.
So what about the next game?
Coach just wants me to sit until I get healthy.
I agree. Isn't the game after the next one the big invitational at the Barclays? A lot of elite players are going to be there from around the country.
Yeah, Hendrix Cobb.
Your father used to coach him, right?
Yeah, we was tight till his family moved to New Orleans when we were 12.
Y'all still talk?
Yeah, here and there on social.
His name is #1 on every board that matters.
Yeah.
He's the show, which makes it easy for us to get people there who can push the needle. But that needle ain't gonna budge if you're limited.
All right, so what's up, Archie? I mean, clearly you got connections and everybody knows you. So why aren't you working some college job?
Oh, I did. Big Ten, Big East. Did it for 20 years. Then competition got a little heavy. So I started coloring outside the lines a little.
You band?
No, nothing that dramatic. Still get a job, but when you got that scarlet letter on your chest.
And I'm your way back in?
That's right.
Why should I trust you, man?
Well, you shouldn't. But your timeline is short. If you don't got 5 guys like me knocking at your door, I'm probably your only chance. Look, I loved your father like a brother. And if I was struggling, he was always there for me. In the past, I didn't think that I would have a chance to repay him. Maybe this is my shot. So please, just think about it, all right? Get back to me.
Yo, Archie, hold up. Yo, I'm in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I won't let you down. Touch.
Man, give me that ball, man. Wait.
Trainer says if you play in the next game and the knee doesn't get worse, you'd be probably 60, 70% for the invitational next week. But if you sit out, you'll be 100%.
Yeah, if I can play, I'm gonna play.
And I want to win games too. But I'm taking the decision out of your hands.
Wait, Coach, you
You're
can't.
sitting. I protect my players no matter what, even from themselves. It's too important for your health and your future. End of story.
and welcome to another presentation of Garden State IAA Hoops. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Tonight, the Newark East Eagles are going up against the North High Dragons. Danny, your thoughts on this one?
Well, the big story tonight, Junior is not in the lineup. We don't know what his status is for the entire game, but he was spotted in street clothes. Overall, a huge blow to the Eagles.
There's the...
Who's watching here?
And the Eagles look to make something happen. And that pass is airmailed and thrown out of bounds.
Oh, that can't feel good. The Eagles look really sloppy here early. This could be a long night for them.
And he controls it up top. Come on! Backdoor cut. Easy look. And he missed it. How'd that not go in?
Devastating miss right there. The Eagles can't get anything going.
And the ball's knocked loose. Here the Dragons go the other way. A 2-on-1, and they'll finish with easy bucket.
Newark just looks lost, Joe, without Junior in the lineup.
And that concludes the first half. Dragons are out in front, leading by 10. And we'll return after halftime to bring you the start of the third.
The chess club is now accepting members. If you would like to test your skills and representation.
All right, fellas. Here's the deal. We're getting blown out right now. You're now played, out hustled, out worked. All right? Second half, I don't care what happens. I want you to just play hard every possession. All right? Lose the ball, rebound, play D every possession. Get some stops. All right? Now we can work ourselves back into this. Yeah, you one play at a time, all right? Sounds good. Getting better? Let's do this.
That was hard to watch out there.
I'm going in.
Hey, y'all, huddle up. Y'all playing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet.
Settle down. Settle down. We talked about this. We need to keep that knee in check.
Nah, I'm good to go, Coach. It's my choice.
Okay?
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Win on 3. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. All right, you guys. Come on. Let's huddle up. Let's huddle up. Bring it in. Bring it in. I don't have any speeches for you. Just possessions. One at a time. Let's turn this thing around right now. Go time on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go time.
And it's hard to shake off just how disjointed the Eagles looked in the first half. Hopefully the return of Junior will get this team back on track.
And after a start like that, you really just have to hit the reset button in halftime. Coach Bishop probably sat them down and told them, just win the next 2 quarters. Don't worry about that first half.
North High in the lead. And here's Coral. Pass to Powell. And it's off from 3-point range. On the wing, Junior. To the paint. Here's Marceda. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist.
I like that Junior is always paying attention. He sees opportunity forming, and he moves the ball to the open man.
Now here's Stauffer. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Powell outside. Knocked loose. Stolen by Lack. Over Powell. And the Eagles tack on 2 more.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They are 3 for 3.
Outside Stauffer. Just a little over 90 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Now here's Coral. Tight defense on him. James Marcelo with the block. In this backcourt of the Dragons, featuring a pair of juniors, William and Dillard, a lot of talent there, but they can get a bit sloppy at times.
Yeah, they're a bit of the wild card factor for this team. You're not exactly sure what you're going to get. Everyone knows Powell is the star, but often the barometer for this school is just how under control the backcourt tandem can play.
Powell outside. Back to Coral. Stoffer up top. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Now here's Coral. And here's Eric Dillard outside. And it's the Dragons missing again.
Not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Outside, Black. And a little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Shot's good by Marceda.
For me, their ball movement is really standing out. Every basket coming off an assist, it seems like.
Well, the last 3 buckets have, and these guys are in total unison right now.
Timeout called by the Dragons.
Looking to break up the momentum.
Yeah, some things to hash out for sure.
Doug Evans.
Outside Jones. Swings it to Gibson. Looking to end the drought. Newark East grabs the miss.
And the starting small forward for the Dragons, Reese Jones. Coming off an MCL injury over summer, but athleticism has never been his game.
Yeah, he's always played a bit taller than he actually is. He can give you a little bit of everything, and you hope that that leg holds up the rest of this season.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one falls, and that puts them up. 1-point game now.
Junior's had to overcome a lot of adversity as a young man, losing his father, getting a late start playing basketball, but there is no doubting his talent.
Here's Newark East. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Golden opportunity to finish the break, and he botches it.
You simply can't be missing finishes like that. Didn't convert this time, but that's exactly the kind of look that they want.
And they'll take that shot each and every time you give it to them. More often than not, that's a made 3.
And Junior can't connect there. The knee could still be an issue. Reese Jones on the wing. Off target from outside. Junior left side. Mason with it. Picked up by Stoffer. Kicks it out to Junior. And a misfire there from Junior. Wonder if that leg is still bothering him. Swings it to Gibson. Jones. Sousa. He's guarded by Marceda. And plenty of contact there on the shot, so 2 free throws are coming up.
And Junior playing on a weakened knee. You just wonder how long he's going to be able to last out there. Surely they'll want to take precaution with him.
He's perfect so far from the line. The Eagles trailing. Junior outside. And he's going for the oop here. Well, a turnover there from Junior, and he just doesn't look like himself nursing that injury.
And that's the exact kind of sequence that can swing a close game.
Anytime you follow up a great defensive play with a slam, that is a momentum builder.
And like a proper noun in English class, let's see if they capitalize on it.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and get back into this one.
And it was their defense just as much as their offense that served as the catalyst and allowed them to put this run together. Nice D from Junior, and that gets a recruiter's attention. They love a high school kid.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we still got a close one. The Dragons up on top. They lead by 1. And as... Pass to Coral. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played just about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And that one's good. It's Souza. Well, throughout this season, Junior has been playing in the shadow of his dad. Duke was just a huge figure in the basketball community of this area.
And that's been an added layer to his success, following his father's footsteps after his passing. Junior's story is one that you could see in a documentary one day.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside Stauffer. They double him with Junior. Stauffer with the ball. Knocked away. It's stolen by Sheffield.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Yeah, Drake, something special, and on top of that, a little bit of lady luck.
Coming through in a big moment. Lack taking over this possession and delivering for his team. You love to see it.
Now Coral. And that's an intentional foul.
Jonathan Lack. That's his second personal foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
James Marcelo. That's his second.
Here's Coral. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts him up by 5. And with the way that Junior has burst onto the scene, there's some talk going around that he's going to get offers to play at the next level.
And he's got such raw talent. There's no doubt about that. But every college can see the ceiling Junior has and wants to get him into their program. He'll have a lot of options to choose from by the time he ends high school.
Right side, Lack. Junior left side. Zadirko outside. Pass to Sheffield. Marceda goes back up. Cash it in. That's money. And now they trail by just 4.
Check out Marceda refusing to give up, giving everything he has on that play for a clutch bucket.
And no good as the first free throw misses for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. Now the Eagles with it. Junior, defended by Williams. Trifecta!
And you know this is going to catch scouts' attention. Junior showing he can deliver in the clutch.
And now they decide to intentionally foul.
Good work controlling the clock. Now they hope for the misses.
Yeah, they'll use every trick they can to keep this game going.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was so critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And here's Junior outside. Can't knock in the 3. Here's Williams. Final buzzer sounds, and that'll do it. Dragons are able to maintain the lead they built at halftime and get a big win for the school here in Newark.
Yeah, the Eagles did everything they could to make it interesting. I mean, Junior gave them a spark, but in the end, the hole they dug in the first half was just too deep.
And it just goes to show that it takes 4 quarters of excellent play to win a game. North High were the better team start to finish, and they buried the Eagles in that first half.
And that'll be it for us here in Newark. For Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger, I'm Joe Lamy. We hope to see you again for our next presentation of Garden State IAA Sports.
recruiters everywhere. Oh, my man, Jimmy, even got big Liz up there. Evan, Chuck, a couple of heavy hitters from the NBA even getting an early look. Man, it's all happening, Junior. How do you feel?
I'm good. Focus.
You look good, too.
You look stressed, Arch.
Well, that's okay, because I'm not playing. Look, a win would be ideal, but skills matter. You know, positive possessions, tempo, your demeanor in the warm-ups, your focus in huddles. Every player is an investment. They're going to be trying to get all kinds of in.
No. This room's for...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Barclays Center. We're here for the final game in the Battle of Brooklyn. I'm Joe Lamy. Alongside me are Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Great matchup in this one between Louisiana Northeast and Newark East.
Sure is, Joe. Both teams have looked impressive lately, but you'd have to be a fool to think this isn't Louisiana Northeast to lose. They're led by top recruit Hendrix Cobb. This team is tops in the country.
The depth and talent of the Civic Cats will be hard to match, but the Newark East Eagles are no slouches, and they played with heart all season long. They also have a surprise star in Junior that can provide matchup issues for the Civic Cats.
Either way, we'll be in for a treat as the top talent in high school hoops hits the floor. The scouts will be tuned in for this one as the Battle of Brooklyn is on its way. We see the Eagles starting with Day and Junior, the talented backcourt pair. On the wing, you have Black. Zadirko and Marceda make up the post pair to round out the starting five. For the Cats, it's the star tandem in the backcourt with Cobb at the 1 and Davidson at the 2. Splitter fills in at the small forward position with the high-flying Teddy Edwards at the power forward spot, with Mushi Fresh rounding it out starting at center.
And this is the matchup everyone wants to see. Hendrix Cobb versus Junior. They'll be going at each other all game long at their position.
Now here's Junior. From beyond the arc. And the miss there from Junior. Boy, he just doesn't look at full strength in this one. Here's Cobb. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And with Cobb and Junior matching up, they're familiar with one another from when Cobb grew up in the area.
And that's what makes this game such a battle. You have the history between them and the fact they're both the stars for their teams. A lot of fans and scouts alike are curious about how this game goes for these two.
Pass to Fresh, back to Splitter. Fresh to the middle. And Mushi Fresh finishes it off. And with Cobb playing back in Brooklyn, a bit of a homecoming for him, guys.
Yeah, definitely. He spent his early years playing in Newark, right down the road from this facility, actually. And at age 12, his parents moved to Louisiana, and that's really where his basketball career took off.
Growing up in Newark has its perks. Junior got to hone his skills on the hard courts, not too far away in New York City. And playing in those pickup games is great experience for a young player.
And it's the Civic Cats with the ball, leading by 5. Pass to Fresh. Here in the first, with just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Left side, Edwards. That one, no good. Some solid defense from James Marceda.
Well, all good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Tries again, and Junior with the layup.
There's that Newark brand of toughness Junior has, and it's the work ethic on the glass you want to see in a young player.
Hendrix Cobb goes in. Yep, that one goes.
A perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Looking good. He's got a bounce in his step.
And the Eagles will call time here.
He looks shaken up. They're going to need a timeout here. Let's get some medical attention.
But for the Eagles, they're technically the away team in this game, even though it's being played right in their backyard.
And you have to admire the effort the Eagles have shown all tournament long, too. They knew they'd have the crowd support most of the way, and they've earned it with their play. With all the talent on the Civic Cats, they need a point guard who brings out the best in everyone around him. Davidson more than fits the bill.
The Civic Cats with the lead. for Timmerman. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Just over a minute has passed here in the second. And here's Junior outside. Not the best shooting night for Junior, and you wonder if his knee is the issue, guys.
He might not be making a big deal or show out of it, but the numbers say it's bothering him still. He just doesn't seem to have it tonight.
That's his first personal foul.
And the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's perfect so far from the line. And here in the second, with a minute and a half gone by, pass to Marceda. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist.
Here's Marceda using his large frame to work past some very tough defense. He uses his power well to get to his shot.
Outside, Timmerman. Fresh. We're 2 minutes into the second. Shoots over Marceda. Pass to Fresh. And here is Porter. And that'll be Louisiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Civet Cats able to keep the ball here. Splitter outside. Pass to Fresh. For those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter here. That's tipped. 5 on the clock. Splitter. He's covered by Sheffield. For 3, it's Hendricks Cobb. James Marceda with the rebound.
Watching the way Cobb gets things done on the floor is exemplary. It's easy to see why he's such a highly regarded recruit.
Everything comes so easy for him. Just raw, natural ability combined with a great sense of the moment. There's a sense that he'll be an impact player beyond the college level someday already.
Pass to Cobb, all alone, and good. Coming off the assist by Pooh Splitter.
His steady and consistent shooting has been huge tonight. A big reason why they're up.
Junior left side. Marceda gets it to go for basket number 4, shooting a healthy 4 for 6.
For me, their ball movement is really standing out. Every basket coming off an assist, it seems like.
Well, the last 3 buckets have, and these guys are in total unison right now.
Louisiana calls timeout. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played so far. Here's Cobb, and fouled hard that time, and he'll get 2 shots at the line. It goes on James Marceda.
We can see Cobb.
The Eagles trailing, and only 1 injury to report for the Eagles in this one. Junior's still not at full strength.
The team was hoping that Junior's knee would have been fully healed by now, but it just hasn't recovered the way they wanted. He'll be available for them, but he isn't close to 100%. He might even be on a minutes restriction.
Here's Fresh. Ball's knocked loose. Junior outside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What tenacity from Zadirko, turning a bad situation into an and 1 opportunity. And you can bet the Eagles bench is all fired up.
Outside Cobb. Gets the 3 to fall.
They've tried just about everything in the playbook on Cobb and cannot come up with a way to slow him down. I'd say he is 100% ready for the next level.
And that one's good for Junior.
They're now 3 for 4 to start the second half.
Now here's Cobb. He's guarded tight. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half underway. burst of fresh. Shoots over Marceda. And it's Louisiana with another.
This is good offense. Splitter giving it up to the open man. Scouts love to see it.
For the Cats, this is more than just a road game for them. These young men are dealing with the first taste of play after traveling across the country.
Yeah, that should be a big advantage for the Eagles, Joe. They'll want to do whatever they can, keep their foot on the gas pedal, and keep the tempo of this game up. Hopefully, that should even out the talent advantage that the Civic Cats have on paper.
And the Cats making a change here. Now here's Junior. Davidson defends. Junior outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming. Mushi Fresh picks one up.
Not fearing the contact. This is Junior's mentality. He welcomes aggressive defense on the way up.
He's off on the second.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game.
Pass to Marceda from the stripe, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Yikes, they are just getting gutted in the paint.
They've been pushed around all game. At some point, guys, someone has to step up.
And here is Davidson. Indra defending. Now here's Porter. Tight defense on him. Outside, Davidson. Six on the shot clock. And Dave Zadirko with the block.
The work ethic of Zadirko on display. Great job hustling and timing the block just right.
And one of the most gifted athletes on this team is Benny Davidson. He's a tremendous leader on the floor who just moves so well with the ball in his hands.
Now here's Davidson. Indra defending. The Eagles with the lead. Pass to Lack. Yep, count it. And with Davidson, another highly ranked recruit, he just makes everyone better out there.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just because I'm a fan, but he reminds me a lot of De'Aaron Fox with the ball in his hands, doesn't he? I mean, he's got that explosiveness to go right at players twice his height and finish with that exclamation point.
Here's Davidson. No good, unable to end this run.
Just an awful shooting quarter for him. Sometimes you're just not getting into sync.
And Junior looking a bit winded out there. Wonder if that injury is still bothering him.
They've been attacking inside, sparking this run.
And when you're aggressive, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity as the game goes on.
Louisiana calls timeout.
He's had enough of all the interior scoring.
You nailed it, and I'm sure they're going to talk at length about limiting all the points that they've been giving up in the paint.
Both teams. So it's the Cats now. They trail by 7. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Davidson. Wang outside. For 3, it's Hendricks come. Yes, it's good. He's made 2 for everyone he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And for Junior, the interest in him from colleges has been growing all season long. There's a good chance he'll get some offers from great schools to play at the next level.
They get it back. And they're running. Ball going up court. Here's Wang. And he's off on that one. Some solid defense from James Marceda. Pass to Junior. Here's Marceda. James Marceda, double team. Going back to Junior and the offers from colleges, guys. It seems like a lock he'll get at least an invite from some major schools.
And they'd be foolish not to offer him a scholarship at this point. He's proved time and time again this season that this is just the tip of the iceberg for him. Junior could be a huge player at the college level.
Junior covered by Splitter. And it's Junior missing.
Too often, this is the story with him. The bucket wasn't well protected, but still he couldn't finish.
Splitter shot is good.
Not allowing the pressure of the game to affect him. Splitter just rises up and delivers the most important basket.
On the wing, Junior, guarded by Cobb. Back to Junior. Down low, Marceda. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist.
And a look at the Civic Cats bench, it's not the most talented, but the group is well seasoned. A lot of seniors who have seen everything this program has thrown their way.
Louisiana calls timeout. And thinking about the Civic Cats bench, guys like Sapita, Timmerman, and Wang, not very talented, but they're experienced.
I agree. Certainly they're the last guys you expect to do any real damage out on the floor, but they're really not known for their score. But that leadership, that experience that they provide, that secures their spot on this team. Love the heart fresh plays within big moments. He relishes the chance to come through in the clutch.
Pass to Lack. Back to Junior. Now Sheffield. Here's Junior, guarded by Cobb. Here's Zadirko. It's good!
Terrific urgency from Zadirko on this play. He knows how essential it is that the Eagles score, so he gets productive.
Hendricks Cobb goes in, misses in close, and they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts him up by 5. And he cannot convert the second. That one misses. And now we've got an intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And without a doubt, Hendricks Cobb, the #1 recruit in the nation. We're seeing him tonight. A lot of eyes will be on him during this contest.
Here's Cobb. Junior grabs the miss. And he commits the intentional foul.
Hendricks Cobb. That's his second personal foul. At the line.
First free throw is good, and that'll increase their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Time called here. The Civic Cats decide to talk it over. What do you think here, guys?
I think a 2-point bucket doesn't do them much good here.
Yeah, agreed. I think their only shot is a 3 and then an immediate foul.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
On top of that, a steal or a foul to also stop the clock.
And an intentional foul right there.
Orlando Fields. That's his third personal.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Splitter outside. Misses there. And the Battle of Brooklyn goes to the Eagles. Fantastic end to this invitational as Newark East gets the win in their own backyard. What an incredible performance from them.
Even though they were the local team, I don't think many expected the Eagles to win this. Gritty performance from them to take down the top team in the nation.
And it's certainly a disappointment for the Civic Cats, who came into this game as favorites. But they lost to a team that played with heart and put it all together right when they needed to. We saw a great game from Junior as well.
And that'll do it for us here. We want to thank everyone for watching the Battle of Brooklyn. On behalf of Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger, I'm Joe Lamy. Thanks for joining us.
What else can I say?
Shoot, we made it down better than you would be a starter.
Okay. I won't go that far. What you got, man? There will be others.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hey, man, I'm proud of you.
Me too, man.
Yeah. Go celebrate with your team. You deserve it.
All right.
Man, this is it. College. Atmosphere, the tradition, the coaching. It's nothing like it, Junior. It's a good time to get to know who you are, too. get an education, you know? I mean, there's no money right now, but the path gets easier for you to get a bigger brand once you get into the league because of all the TV exposure.
Yeah, like Zion.
Exactly, like Zion. It's not gonna be easy. A few bad games gets magnified. Bad press snowballs fast in college.
Yeah, but positive press snowballs too.
Exactly. So you want to keep it positive. I know you made a few visits, talked to a few coaches, but the decision is yours. Where do you see yourself next year, Junior? You made the right choice, Junior. Let's get you on a call with Coach. I know he's gonna be thrilled. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on you, you hear me? So you think you're ready to declare for the draft? Just hit me up.
Thanks, Archie.
Moving into a bigger world now, Junior. You think you're ready?
Oh, no doubt, man. Let's go get it.
I'm gon' let it shine. This love light of mine. I'm gon' let it shine, let it shine. Light. Living and grinding.
Sure. Opening Hlovius.